Mary Lynn Staley. Mary Lynn is an active community leader, mother of 3 children and 6 grandchildren, all under the age of 6. Mary Lynn and her husband Warren, recently retired Chief Executive Officer of Cargill, have lived and traveled all over the world during their 35 years with Cargill. During their business travels, they have seen the devastating effects of global poverty and have embraced microfinance as a solution. 5 years ago, Mary Lynn traveled to opportunity with Nicaragua, and then later to Ghana, and most recently to Colombia. While with Cargill, no one left the company plane without hearing about Opportunity International, her admiration for the organization, and the possibilities for their personal involvement. Please welcome Mary Lynn Staley.
Like many of you here in the room, I have a long list of people who brought me into this organization. People that now I consider friends, showed me about the vital work that is done here. And experiences, some in the countries mentioned, Ghana, Nicaragua, and Colombia. But irregardless of what the details of each of our individual story might be, I know that we share something very important in common, and that is a desire to expand our individual perspectives and see the bigger picture. This bigger picture, it includes people from around the globe. And the minute you start thinking globally and see the bigger picture, you become a part of it, like a part of the story. And the world starts getting smaller. All of a sudden, Nicaragua is not so remote. When you meet 3 generations of a family, grandmother, mother, and daughter, who are working side by side in their tortilla business under a thatched roof, you're standing there and you're excited with them as they wait for the bulk shipment of the new masa dough that they could only buy because they had the opportunity loan. And all of a sudden, they become surrounded by fresh product and newfound hope. Equally, Ghana does not seem a continent away. When you go to the trust meeting and you see a woman who is a dressmaker and a shirt maker, and she's holding up this man's shirt that is incredibly big and incredibly colorful, and you see the pride that beams through her eyes. And then you notice a little tear in her eyes when she starts talking about the progress her children are making in school. A school she never imagined they could attend before the loans they received. And equally, Colombia. We were there a year ago, and we met a loan officer who started telling us her story, how she got up before the sun was up, how she took multiple buses and walked many miles, returning after the sun went down because she wanted a chance to meet each of her clients that day. It happens day after day. And you know that she could earn much more in the for-profit marketplace. You know, it's people like this that make you see the bigger picture. They invite us to be part of a bigger world. And the minute we reach out to a global community, we become part of that world, and the world becomes part of us. We not only see the bigger picture, we are in the bigger story. We have the opportunity to profoundly touch the lives of people around the world. And in doing so, we will enrich our own lives. You know, when we start to think globally, these borders start to dissolve. And all of a sudden, we become part of the fellowship of God's family.